EA Sports welcomes you to another great NFL matchup. Thanks for joining us for today's matchup in the AFC wildcard game. The winner of today's contest moves on to face next week's opponent in the AFC Divisional Championship as the visiting team come into town to face Sharks. Welcome to another presentation of NFL football. Hi, everyone. I'm Al Michaels, and with me, as always, John Madden.
When you look at how good an offense is, it all starts with a quarterback. They can do a lot more things with this guy throwing the football for him. He can make the touch passes or just fire one of the old breadbasket if he has to.
Sharks have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
This is what football is all about. Look at all those guys down there getting all pumped up. They're really fired up and getting ready for this one.
Now let's go to midfield for the game's coin toss. We'll find out which... Let's get back to the play on the field. The kickoff team lines up.
Will be kicking off to start the game. Number 80, back deep to return.
Should be a return here. From the 6-yard line. The offense just about ready to call their first play of the game.
Number 16 on the return.
Over the air on first down. Closing in, tossing it over the middle. They move the sticks for that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
They'll pass on first down. Goes with a short pass to the right side. The defender brings him down at the 47-yard line. Well, John, wildcard weekend normally features a pretty good surprise or two.
Yeah, that's the thing I love about wildcard games. There's always one team that's trying to play the Cinderella. You know, the ones that want to crash the ball and really shake things up. And this looks like a great one.
It's the toss to the left. 1-yard gain by the running back. Melissa, is there an update?
I spoke to the head coach about what preparations he had made for this game. He said that they've been working on a couple new trick plays over the past few weeks, and if the right time presents itself, don't be surprised to see something a little unusual. Al?
That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report. Pressure with the pass, drops the interception. John, it looked like that was going to be a turnover.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
Knight lines up in the backfield for the punt. Jordan is back to receive this kick. Here's the kick. And this punt will sail out of bounds. The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 30. Peterson sets up. Steps up. Slings it to the outside. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
That's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
Get at him, D. 94.
Drops back. Gets the pass off. And he makes the grab. That little dump off will move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy is known as one of the most accurate quarterbacks around. And part of that is because he makes a lot of passes like these. They're almost like long handoffs.
They line up in the I formation. Hand it off to the back. So that was a pickup of about 9.
Ball carrier. 9-yard gain on the play.
Ball at midfield. Sharks using motion. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. He recognizes the blitz and gets the ball out for a first down.
Yeah, he saw a good matchup. He made a heck of a throw to get the ball to his receiver.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
44-yard line.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Under pressure, going long to the left. It's intercepted.
He definitely was waiting on the quarterback on that one. I'm sure that extra film study for the playoffs allowed him to anticipate the throw.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
Get the ball.
Charles lines up behind his fullback in the eye. With the throw, almost got it. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
Closing in, gets the pass off, on the money. Charles was there for the catch.
That was great concentration by the receiver.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Drops back, hand off to the tailback. He goes down at the 19. That play wasn't going anywhere.
That showed great discipline by the defensive line. They were read and run the whole way, and they stuffed it as soon as they handed it off.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. He made the right decision there.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 40. Irwin couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. And they get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
They're going with a form of bunch formation here.
On the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Dropping back. Pressure. Stepping up with the throw. On the run. Gain of 6 on the play.
Off the reception. Gain of 6 on the play.
About 4 to go. Ball on their own 46.
Catch the ball, man. Now you go.
He goes down at the 48-yard line. The back picks up about 2 on that carry. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. He fields the punt with room to run. The 40, the 50, at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, Touchdown, visiting team. He found the seam and took that one all the way.
I'll tell you, he's got too much speed to give him the ball in open space like that. I mean, unless you can get great coverage out of your special teams and great hang time out of your punter, you're better off just punting the ball out of bounds.
They'll get set for the extra point. The kick is up. The point after is good. So with both clubs trying to catch their breath after that return, we'll get set for another one.
The offense was stopped on that last drive. Then they gave up a quick 6 points. They have to do something right here if they want to get back some momentum.
The kickoff team lines up.
He is lined up for the kickoff. Number 89, back to return.
Sends it sailing. From the 7-yard line. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out.
On the return. First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Looking for room. And he's brought down at the 27-yard line. And the halfback picks up about 3. It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 27. Myers moves in motion. Hunts looking for an option. Pressure coming. Good play in the backfield. Fireworks. Couldn't escape the pass rush.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there. The defense was in man coverage, so he had some options out there in the secondary. He just didn't have the time to decide where he wanted to go with it.
Peterson sets up. Drops back. Under pressure with the throw. Perfect pass. And he makes the reception, but it's short of the first down marker.
On third down, you need to make sure you know where you are in the field. Because if you make the reception, it should be good for a fresh set of downs. If you make the catch and you don't get the first, it can only be due to lack of concentration by the receiver.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Back off, BB. He got it.
Tosses it left. It's on the ground. The visiting team. Dive on the fumble. Big sigh of relief from the offense after the recovery.
Yeah, that's keeping your eye on what's going on out there.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 28. Anderson sets up. Closing in. He finds his man. Number 86 did a nice job of bringing that one in.
Yeah, either that or it just got thrown in there so hard it stuck.
Dropping back. Rosen. Pass was incomplete. Fourth down now after the incomplete pass. Jordan back to return. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
They'll take over at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
I don't know. Yep, out. Stay up. Stay up.
Pressure, throwing, and it's caught. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in the short patterns, can thread it in there against tight coverage, and he can put some air under it when he's trying something downfield.
At the end of the first quarter, the score is 18-7, Miami, nothing.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 46-yard line. Peterson sets up, hands it off to the back. Picks up maybe 3 on that carry.
Run, 2-yard gain on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Come on, partner.
Dropping back, pressure coming with the throw. He felt the pressure and got rid of the ball.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
7 yards to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. Under pressure, throws it. This one falls incomplete.
If his team wants to make the next round, he's going to have to make that catch.
Moye would like to place this one inside the 10. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for. Past the goal line, no return here.
Arizona will start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Closing in, slings it to the outside. He couldn't come up with the interception.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 20. Hand it off to the back. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play.
Here's a look at the 3rd down success rate of each team.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
About a 2-yard gain here. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. The return is setting up nicely, and he has room to run with it. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Miami. So a tremendous punt return that goes all the way for 6.
You know how baseball has a specialist that just close out games? Football has these guys who can just flat out return kicks.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. That score coming on just one play, and the offense didn't even have to come onto the field.
Now, this is where they're going to have to respond. They were unable to sustain a drive, were forced to punt, and now they find themselves in a pressure situation. They aren't able to do anything again. What happens on the next punt return?
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 80.
They'll return this one. From the 6-yard line. Nothing happened for the offense on their last drive as they went 3 and out.
On the return.
Lose it, lose it.
Anderson sets up. Pass play here on first down. Throwing. Incomplete pass. So that one flutters incomplete.
He put too much touch on that one.
Second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Charles. Good pickup of about 6.
With the carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
About 4 to go. Good moves on that one.
The line did a great job there of blocking the backside pursuit, which helped them get the first down.
I thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call on the field is questionable. They might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
John, they're trying to determine exactly where they'll spot the ball.
I'll tell you what, unless they're seeing something that we're not seeing, I don't think they're going to overturn this one.
The call on the field is overturned. No timeout will be charged to the defense.
So he takes advantage of the option to challenge the play, and it pays off.
You bet. They just went from a bad play to a good one. And that does a lot for your team. Now let's see if they can take advantage of it.
33-yard line.
Using motion. Pressure, guns it to the right side. He hits his receiver. Number 86 found a seam in the defense and did a great job bringing the pass in.
That's the kind of timing you can only get through repetition in practice.
Fifth play of this drive. Dropping back, pressure coming, it's batted away.
Have a look at this big defensive lineman. He couldn't get to the quarterback, so he got his hands up and he knocked it down.
A little over 4 to go.
Come on, get up. Get in there. Bring the pain. Bust this drill, D.
Charles. Gain of a couple in that carry.
On the run. Gain of 2 on the play.
The punter heads in for the 5th time. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
34-yard line. First and 10.
Kennedy comes in motion. Hand it off. The 40. A fresh set of downs after a nice pickup on the ground.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44.
You got it. Hit him low. Look about.
They'll pass on first down. Under pressure, throwing. And he makes the grab. The 40. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Got him.
Peterson gets set, using motion. Pass play here on first down. Closing in, gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Pressure, throws it. The pass is picked off.
I'll tell you, every time the playoffs roll around, we see some great defensive plays like that.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. Looking upfield. They'll go with a play fake. Almost picked off. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 39. Sharps come out in a nickel pack. Pressure coming, passing to the left. And the catch is made. Anderson could have knocked the wind out of the receiver with that throw.
A receiver that can make big plays like that have to be fed the ball so they can stay in the game.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Throws it. The pass was incomplete. That looked like a catch until he got nailed.
Yeah, jarred that ball right out of there.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. Under pressure, gets the pass off, so they'll lose yardage on that tackle. Sharps did a great job of looking that ball right into his hand.
The quarterback made sure that the only guy that could make the catch was his receiver.
The visiting team line up in the shotgun. Looking downfield, gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. You don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
Knight will come into this game to punt. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch. And this one comes back out to the 20. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Closing in, throwing. Incomplete. 2nd down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
On the 20-yard line.
Stay guys. Get out, man.
Drops back, pressure with the pass, nearly intercepted.
Pass interference on the defense.
First and 10.
Get the ball.
Peterson gets set. He gets the carry. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half. It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 32.
Come on, partner. Hawk right.
Gets rid of it, and he makes the grab. He made that catch look easy.
That receiver has really good technique out there. He always catches it in front with his hands, then brings it into his body.
Throws it. Nice adjustment. 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throwing. Off and running. Good looking play there as they pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive. They'll go no huddle here. They'll pass on 1st down. With the throw, the pass ball's incomplete. So he ends up overthrowing his target.
There was no way he was going to get to that one. As a defensive lineman, you love this because you know they're going to be passing. So you don't worry about a play pass or a handoff or anything like that. You just rush the passer. Hey, don't think the quarterback doesn't know that because he'll let the ball fly before he gets sacked by one of those guys.
Pass off. Kennedy continues to be a reliable target. That's his 3rd catch of the game. And it looks like they're going to go with a no huddle. A little over a minute left. Drops back, gets rid of it, and he hits his target. He's running solid routes and making catches, and that one is his 4th of the day. Atkinson heads out to try this field goal. And it's up. The kick is good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 16, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 6-yard line. The defense did a very good job against them the last time they had possession, forcing a punt.
One thing as a defender you want to avoid is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before the half.
Come on, partner.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw, right on time. The visiting team call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
This is where the defense needs to just play smart and not give up a big play. There's not a whole lot of time left, so they just need to prevent them from getting into field goal range.
Throwing. And he makes the grab. Number 16 is doing a good job finding the open area in the coverage, and that's his 3rd catch. Dropping back. Throws it. He has some room. The 40. The visiting team call a timeout. That's their final timeout. And so the kicker ready to come out onto the field and try to put one through the uprights before halftime. Emmanuel can tie it up here with a field goal. And it's on its way. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 29, back deep to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 2-yard line. Only one man in the backfield.
At the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Under pressure with the throw. Picked off. It's intercepted. And it looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Defenses always seem to take it up a notch this time of year, knowing that they could be home after this game if they don't make some plays. After that pick, it seems like they're ready to play a few more.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
To start the second half. Number 29.
He got all of that one. Jordan downs it in the end zone. No return this time, and the offense heads out onto the field, taking over at the 20. John, they're lucky to still be in this game.
They probably shot themselves in the foot too many times with penalties. But they might be able to pull this one out. They just play it a little smarter.
Ain't got nothing.
Passing on first down. Closing in. Throws it. Behind him. He has it. Can't get him behind. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Melissa Stark has some news from the locker room for us.
I asked the head coach about the kinds of adjustments they made in the locker room. He stressed that winning the turnover battle, while always important, is crucial in a tight game like this. He wants his quarterback to make smart reads and his running back to hold on to the ball with both hands. We'll see if they can do that in the second half, Al.
Thanks, Melissa. Pressure. He surveys the field, and he's tackled behind the line. Nowhere to throw at that time.
Nowhere to run either. He's got to do a better job of reading the defense before the snap. Then get the ball out to your check down receiver before the rush can get to you.
It's second down and 15 to go. Irwin lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Pressure coming with the pass. Comes up with it.
Now this is what a receiver with great concentration can do for you. He makes a catch and he knows he's going to get nailed. But he does a heck of a job of holding on to it and bringing it down.
First and 10. Throwing on first down. Stepping up. He's taken down in the backfield. Nowhere to go with it on that play.
Good coverage downfield had a lot to do with that play. The drop back and zone coverage, never giving the quarterback an option.
Following the sack, it's second and long. Peterson gets set. Drops back, under pressure, gets the pass off. Really ate up the coverage on that play, John.
That receiver makes all of his receptions look easy.
Sharks come out with 4 wide receivers lined up tight. On the carry. Just won't go down. Look at that power. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down.
Gain of 6 on the play.
So they have first and 10 here.
Stay up. Snake eyes. Set. You got
pass play here on first down. Closing in with the pass. Incomplete pass.
Sometimes a guy has the adrenaline going full throttle in the beginning of the plays, and he wants to make a play so bad, he ends up overthinking and drops the ball.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Bulldog under. Eagle left. Ain't got nothing. Bring that pain.
Hand off to the tailback. Runs him over. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Stay guys. They got nothing. Man, don't go.
Nickelback in this time. Sharks
Ball
using
on the
motion.
37-yard line.
Pressure, throws it, drops the interception. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
Very long field goal attempt here, about 54 yards out. And it's up. The kick was wide and off the mark. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44. Anderson sets up. Pressure coming. Throws it over the middle. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
He has some room. The 50. A very well drawn up play.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks, and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Stay out, boom. Get in there.
The visiting team using motion. Hand off to the tailback. Charles, the man they love to go to, and why not? That's 1,000 yards rushing for him this season. Miami comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Throwing. And this pass is completed. Pickup of about 7.
Reception, 7-yard gain on the play. Third and inches. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Again with the carry.
The 40 on the run. No gain on the play.
The backs are lined up in an I. They give it to the halfback. Under pressure with the pass. Almost got it. Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
Second and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Back off, Repeat. Get down.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 35-yard
Looking for room. Great fake. Gets the pass off. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
86. The intended receiver on the play.
So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on 3rd down.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Amazing play by number 16.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
Come on, partner.
Again with the run. Charles couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
So it's 2nd and goal. Anderson gets set.
Number 16.
Moves in motion. Dropping back, he gets the kick. Charles wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Guns it to the end zone. Huge defensive play in the end zone.
I don't think he even saw the corner on that play. He's lucky it was only a tip. If it had been a little better position, it could have been an interception and gone back the other way for 6.
Emmanuel looking to make a good kick here. The kick is up. The kick sails through. It's good. He sends it right through the uprights, his 2nd field goal of the game. The visiting team are now leading by a slim margin. Here's the kickoff team.
He is lined up for the kickoff. Number 89, back to return.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 5. Sharks will start this drive from the 22-yard line. So they have 1st and 10 here. Peterson gets set. Closing in, gets the pass off, almost intercepted. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
They got nothing. Ain't nothing.
Throwing short to the right side.
I'll tell you what, if they advance to the next round, he better make that open catch. His team won't be playing in this year's Super Bowl.
And they'll face a long 3rd down here.
Hit him low. Get at him, T.
Great play in the backfield by Johnson. The defense relentless. They've taken the quarterback down 4 times. So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
Arizona will start the drive at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
Pass play on 1st down. Knocks it away. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that one.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line.
You got him. Got the ball.
Miami comes out in a dive package. Pressure with the throw, and he hits his target. Anderson hit his target, and they have a first down.
This guy makes the tough catches look easy.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
That's all you got.
To the air on first down. Defense has a great move to get free.
That was one heck of a play by the defender. Sometimes the playoffs bring the best out of certain players. Maybe he's one of them.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 29. Johnstone in motion. Going in the air on first down. Pressure coming. It's broken up. They got pressure that time, and the quarterback pays the price.
I really like the way this defense attacks the offensive line. They're very aggressive, relying on man-to-man coverage in the outside to shut down the receivers as they bring guys from everywhere on the blitzes.
Sharks using motion. They give it to the halfback. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Peterson gets set. Under pressure. Great play in the backfield. The quarterback getting no protection out there. He's been sacked 5 times today. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the visiting team ahead of Sharks 13-10. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got a defensive clinic going on tonight between the Tea Party and the Sharks. We got sacks, we've got interceptions, we've got tons of pressure. Neither team has an offensive touchdown. We've got Rex Jordan scoring on a punt return, and we got Bruce Curry scoring on a punt return. Nobody's offense has scored. No one's been in the end zone. We've got 1 quarter of play left. It's do or die. Win or go to the golf course with the Colts. Talk to you after the game. Enjoy.
Arizona will start the drive at the 33-yard line. First and 10.
Number 86 moves in motion. Hand it off. He can't wrap him up. Running with purpose. Just about 7 yards on that carry.
7-yard gain on the play.
So they need about 3 here. Closing in, throwing. A little behind, but he has it. Anderson could have knocked the wind out of the receiver with that first down throw.
Now that's a quick release. The quarterback decided where he wanted to go with it, and boom, it was in the receiver's hand.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Pressure, tossing it over the middle.
Now he helped get his team this far. So the next pass they throw to him, he's going to have to catch it.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Miami comes out in their nickel tackle. Gets the pass off. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
5th play of this drive. It's off again. Missed tackle. Can't bring them down. So that was a pickup of about 9. They're looking at about a 55-yard attempt here. He'll really need to hit it perfectly. And it's up. The kick was wide and off the mark.
Here's it all you got. Hit him low.
They'll take over.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Passes left. Breaks free of the defender. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. First and 10.
94. You got him. That all you got?
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. Clearly, they were on the same page on that play.
These days, offenses rely on a short, quick pass, and the receiver gaining lots of yards after the catch.
Big stuff, D. Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
Drops back. Under pressure. Going deep, looking for something in the end zone. Peterson has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
First and goal. Ball on the 2-yard line.
Hit the ball.
Crosses it out to the right. Touchdown, Miami. Great rushing touchdown there.
Yeah, you knew where he wanted to go, and he got there.
They'll get set for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Well, this game clearly isn't over yet, John. That touchdown puts them ahead, but only by a slim margin. And there's plenty of time left.
That's for sure. You knew that these guys were fired up coming into this one. Both of these teams knew that this was a game that they needed, and it looks like the winner might be determined by the team that has the ball last.
Atkinson will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 16, back deep to return.
He sends it off. The visiting team will start the drive from the 20.
Number 16 on the return.
So they have first and 10 here. Toss play to the left. Just about 3 yards on the toss play.
3-yard gain on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby.
They give it to the halfback. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third and a deuce. Ball on their own 28. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Well, John, he sure made some very timely receptions for his team tonight.
You got that one right. You know, when a guy like this, who always seems to be right there to bring it in, you know the quarterback will always be looking in his direction when he needs that big catch.
Knight is back to punt. Jordan sets up to run back the punt. This one sets up nicely. It could be big. So not a bad return. It's time to see what the offense can do now as they come back out onto the field.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Kennedy, the motion man. Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure, throws it, and it's caught. Peterson seems to put every throw right on the numbers.
I'll tell you, of all the quarterbacks in the league, he might be the most accurate. It seems like just about every throw is a good one. He's not the kind of guy who's going to throw a lot of balls into coverage either.
Bring the pace. Tiger up.
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. The catch on the run. He flings that pass right to his receiver.
That quarterback rarely throws a bad ball.
On the play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
22-yard line.
They give it to the halfback. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ball carrier. 1 yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Under pressure with the pass. That incomplete pass will bring up third down.
The intended receiver on the play. Third and 9. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Kennedy, the man in motion. He gets the carry. 2, maybe 3 yards on the ground for the fullback.
2-yard gain on the play.
Atkinson leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
Number 13 is lined up for the field goal.
And it's up. And the kicker got all of that one. Another one that goes through, his second of the day. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 16, back deep to return.
Good distance. From the 4-yard line. The offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive, going 3 and out.
What they need here is some yards on first and second down so they don't set themselves up with third or possibly fourth and long. The whole field is open to them because there's a decent amount of time left.
From the gun.
Take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
They'll pass on first down. Anderson flings that pass in there.
Now that is a great throw. The quarterback surveyed the field, found the open guy, and got the ball to him in a hurry.
Passing on first down. Rowing. Gets away. When you think about guys with great hands, he's very close to the top, gentlemen.
I'll tell you what, he does a great job of using his hands and not letting the ball get into his body. He's worked very hard to improve his pass catching, and I think he's become one of the best out there.
Almost picked off. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
The defense just can't play prevent and then think they can just tighten it up and make a stop at the end. They should play aggressive enough where they can make a play but won't be in position to get burned.
Give it all you got, kid. Come on. Catch the ball, man.
Closing in. Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab. Blitz almost got to him there, John.
You don't always have to get to the quarterback when you blitz effectively. Football's about rhythm and timing. Bringing extra guys that makes him throw the ball before he wants to can upset that time.
He was there, got his hands on it, but just couldn't make the catch.
Rhythm and consistency is one of the most important keys to success when you drop back to pass the ball. But it's hard to find a rhythm and establish some consistency when you're the quarterback and your receivers are dropping passes that should be catching. Every one of these guys on defense is loving it. They've kept him from getting a first for 3 plays. And all they got to do is come through one more time and give their team a win.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. The visiting team call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Come on, be up.
Pressure, throwing short to the right side.
The coach might have to settle his quarterback down a bit. If he keeps overthrowing receivers like that, this will be their last game. You got to think they'll be going with something in the air here, conserving time while moving downfield for the score.
Let's go. Come on.
Charles lines up behind his fullback in the I.
41-yard line.
Drops back, gets the pass off. The visiting team call a timeout. They have 1 left. The visiting team line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Pressure coming with the pass. Incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up 4th down.
The intended receiver on the play.
When you're this far back and you need something in a hurry, I just throw one up there and hope one of my guys can come down with it.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
The 38-yard line.
Under pressure, throws it, jumps and makes the catch. The defense has a timeout left, but it won't help them. Kneel downs can end the game, running out the clock.
1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Here comes the
The visiting team call a timeout. That's their last one. And a kneel down here on 2nd down is the most likely scenario. It's 2nd down and a long way to go. Ball on their own 32. They'll go with the
3rd and
quarter
14.
defense.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Get him low from the pace. Get at him, Pete. Ball.
That's the end of the game. The final score is Miami 20, the away team 13.
This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long. Beaver had himself a big game and is our horse trailer player of the game. Welcome to EA Game Stadium. There'll be plenty of long sleeves and hand warmers in abundance tonight as the Bengals come into town to face the Browns. Hi again, everyone. It's almost time for the kickoff. Al Michaels here to bring you this one with my partner, John Madden.
You talk about a quarterback who can lead his team to victory. This guy has all the tools you look for. Great arm, pocket presence, and the ability to hit a receiver anywhere on the field. There's not too many like this guy, and we could see him put up big numbers in this one.
The Bengals have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
These guys are really fired up, but they got to watch it jumping around like that. They're liable to pull something.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss. This AFC divisional game ready to begin. Let's get back to the action on the field. The kickoff team lines up.
Number 85, back deep to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. He downs it in the end zone. The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Hand off to the tailback. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Again with the carry. Tackle at the 24. Only a yard by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
The NFL playoffs continue with a great matchup here today.
Yeah, in the playoffs, you can throw out all those charts and those predictions because you got 60 minutes to keep your season going. And I've seen a lot of crazy things happen in the playoffs.
Pressure with the pass. Interception. Off and running. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns.
Defenses always seem to take it up a notch this time of year, knowing that they could be home after this game if they don't make some plays. After that pick, it seems like they're ready to play a few more.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up. The point after is good. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 6-yard line. Looking for leverage. The last drive ended with an interception. So let's see what happens as they take over again.
1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Bring that play.
Give it to the halfback. Only a yard by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 24. Palmer sends a man in motion.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
It's the toss to the left. He's taken down in the backfield. That play wasn't going anywhere except backwards.
I'll tell you, sometimes the back needs to know when to just go down because he's trying to make something happen that's not going to happen, and they end up losing a bunch of yards.
Dropping back. Passing right. He hits his receiver. He was stopped short of the marker and can't convert.
You know, when it's third and so many yards, why the heck would you run a pass pattern that was short of the first? Makes no sense to me.
Llewellyn sets up to run back the punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
Throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. Bradford delivered the pass right on time, John.
And I love the way this guy throws the football. He has great touch and seems to always be putting it right there in the numbers.
They come out in a dime package.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Drops back. Closing in with the pass. On the mark. Dumps the ball out to his receiver, and that'll bring up a first down.
First downs are critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
First and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Stay out.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Passing on first down. Under pressure. Throwing. Nearly intercepted. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Abrams sets up. Pressure, rolling right with the throw. This pass is incomplete.
If his team wants to make the next round, he's going to have to make that catch.
Third and long. Ball on the 32-yard line. Dropping back, flings it to the outside. He's at the 20.
Watch it here. This is a great call on third down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
And this is the sixth play of this drive. He's inside the 10. Good blocking up front and a nice gain on the counter.
Yeah, and that was a perfect call in that situation. He did a nice job avoiding the first wave of defenders, then converting for the first down.
It's first and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Come on, Barter.
First and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line.
It's the toss to the right. Gain of a couple on that carry.
The ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Give it all you got. Sideline, D.
Again, he'll get the call. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they get in on the ground.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Moss comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. Excellent possession there, John, capped off by the touchdown. And right now they've given themselves a little room for error.
They're moving the ball out there pretty easily. Every time I see these guys play, I'm very impressed by the players they have, especially on offense. But the thing that impresses me most is the coaching staff. They're always very well prepared. They do a good job of calling plays, and the plays that are designed to take advantage of the other team's weaknesses.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Booming kick downfield. I think downing the kick might have been the better option, John.
You can't really fault the returner for trying to make a play for his team. He just needs to be a little more patient while making some better decisions when he decides to bring the ball out.
He gets the count. Great fake. Goes over the middle. He catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first down.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Jensen comes in motion. He'll pass on first down. Pressure coming. Throwing. Grabs the off-target pass. That guy did a great job bringing the ball in.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him covered.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Man in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. The Browns come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Using motion. Tosses it out to the left. Atkins knifed in there and made the tackle.
And when you have a cornerback who can come up and make a tackle like that, stopping or slowing down the outside run is a whole heck of a lot easier.
So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. Harris will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick. From the 15. Still not a bad return. It's time to see what the offense can do now as they come back out onto the field.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 24. Lewis in the backfield.
At the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Closing in with the throw. Excellent gain on first down.
These guys are just out there playing a little pitch and catch. Make it look easy.
Second and 1. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Throws it, and it's caught. Nice pass and good catch on that play.
The pass was fired in there so hard, I think he left smoke in the ball.
First and 10. Man in motion. They'll pass on first down. Under pressure, gets the pass off. Brownings displayed excellent anticipation.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
Ain't got nothing. Catch the ball, man. Get in there, Zed. Take him out. Back off, DB.
Going to the right. Gain of 2.
Number 31 with the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
Cincinnati comes out in their nickel
Ball
package.
on the 44-yard line.
Flings it to the outside. And the catch is made. A quick dump off on that play.
The screen play is a key pass to have built into your offense. High percentage gives the quarterback confidence and gets him into a little rhythm.
The lineup with 6 defensive backs. He was hit just as he threw. Good pass rush, forcing the incompletion.
He had no choice but to get rid of the ball.
Ball at midfield.
Come on, partner. Hit the ball. Hit him low.
The Browns line up in the bunch formation. Pressure with the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. Missed opportunity.
What the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
The Browns line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Pressure coming. Looking for an option. Behind him, but he hasn't. He showed great concentration on that reception.
The receiver has that ability to make even the toughest receptions look simple.
Cleveland has jumped out to an early lead as the first quarter comes to a close with the score 14-0. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. Lindsey is looking for a good punt here. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
Hold on, nothing. Give it all you got. They got nothing. Sideline to side.
Hands it off. Still running. Flips the tackle. Gain of 9 on the play.
With the carry. 9-yard gain on the play.
Shoot the gas, Rob. Stay happy.
Brown lines up behind his fullback in the eye. And he picks up just enough to convert. So he works his way past the marker for a first down. First and 10. Ball on their own 14. They give it to the halfback. Just won't go down. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Second and 7. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Going to the right. The back picks up about 2 on that carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's third down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 18. They line up in the I formation. Closing in. Throwing. Behind, but caught.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. Passing right. And he makes the grab. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
Ball right around midfield. Sets up, setting up play action with the pass. This pass is incomplete.
Sometimes a guy has the adrenaline going full throttle in the beginning of the plays, and he wants to make a play so bad, he ends up overthinking and drops the ball.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
He hands it off. Breaks free. It's loose. It's scooped up.
You can tell they were trying to jar the ball loose the way they were putting their helmet on the ball. That's what we call playoff tackling.
Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10.
Walk out right. Down, boy. Here come the heat. You got him, Zach.
Lewis, under pressure. The pass ball's incomplete. He waited just a little too long to get rid of that pass.
Yeah, the pass rush got to him just as he was releasing the ball. He did avoid the sack, but he's got to be careful not to throw the ball up for grabs where the defense can pick it off.
Second and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Pressure with the throw. That's why he's so dangerous.
I'll tell you what, he's just a football player and a great ball handler. Anytime you get the ball in his hands, it can be big.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Stay up, man. Get in there, Ron.
Pressure coming. Throws it, and it's intercepted.
That was one heck of a play by the defender. Sometimes the playoffs bring the best out of certain players. Maybe he's one of them.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception. He'll pass on 1st down. Flings it to the outside. Can't complete that short pass, and it's 2nd down.
29, the intended receiver on the play.
Loses one tackle with the hurdle. Only a yard by the halfback.
A ball carry, 1-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down, and they have a long way to go. Ball on their own 49. Closing in, gets the pass off, right in stride. He's normally the guy they look to when they need a 1st down. Great catch by Jensen.
And that's what he does. If you need a big 3rd down play and you need a 1st down, you look for this guy.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
42-yard line.
Drops back, gets rid of it. Nice adjustment. He was there to make the catch for the 1st down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another 1st down.
Inside enemy territory. To the air on 1st down. With the throw, had to unload that pass in a hurry.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Again on the run.
I'll tell you, the defense is getting great penetration, and they're shutting down the run so far.
Third down and long coming up here. The Browns come out in a nickel package with the pass. This pass is incomplete.
Here's what happened. The quarterback just didn't have a throwing lane for his pass. We let that one go. The lineman got his hand up, and he batted it down at the line.
They'll line up for the kick, and it should be about a 43-yard attempt. The kick is up. The try is good. Rackers is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 88, back deep to return.
Nice distance. From the 5-yard line. Cleveland already leading in this one, sends their offensive unit back onto the field. Under pressure, throwing. Incomplete. The incomplete pass bringing up second down. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Lewis. They'll go with the play fake. Good coverage scheme there, creating problems for the quarterback.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up their zone. What you want to do is look to the middle of the field or the seam right between the corner and the safety for completions.
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. Dropping back, looking downfield with the throw. What a catch. Great play there. That flew up.
The thing is, he got some separation there, and he was able to get him a big chunk of yards.
First and 10. Hands it off. Running back picks up about 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Cincinnati comes out of the quarter defense. The back picks up about 2 on that carry.
Ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play.
2 minutes left.
Third and 4. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Pressure, throws it, drops the interception. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
So the punt team gets ready as we near halftime. He'll try to place this one inside their 5. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit. This is not a spot where they want to be in just before the half. They need to keep it on the ground and hope to get a first down so they can run out the rest of the clock.
He tries to wriggle away, but he's stopped for a loss.
The offensive line just didn't get any push. They need to do a better job knocking those guys off the line. The defense will probably try and shoot the gaps for their linebackers, hoping to blow this play up in the backfield, which could mean 2 points.
Only one man in the backfield. The Bengals using motion. They'll go with a run once again. Kept it on the ground, picks up about 7.
The defense can't get sloppy out there and miss tackles and let them get a first down. They might get the ball back and have a shot at some points before halftime.
Gets set. They'll get it again. The defender brings him down at the 15. About a 4-yard gain there. So the drive stalls, and we probably see the punter here. Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up the punt. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made the right decision there.
They'd like to add a few more points to this lead, but will need to do a good job with clock management.
Let's go, come on.
The Browns line up in the bunch formation. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch. The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
Abrams gets set. Pressure coming. Looking for an option. They bring the blitz, bring him down for the sack.
This defense is known for the tendency to overload and bring extra men in the blitz. The center and quarterback have to make good reads before the snap, adjusting the protection to give him the time that he needs to make the throw.
It'll be interesting to see if they try to throw on this 3rd and long or keep it on the ground.
Well, if they throw an incomplete pass, they really set up the other team with a great chance at having a late drive of their own. That's why a run makes more sense.
Cross play to the left. Lewis. The defender brings him down at the 37-yard line. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback. As we near the end of the first half, the punt team comes in. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. From the 22-yard line. He didn't get anything on that return.
They can't be happy with that return. He needs to do a better job of reading his block. Then again, he didn't get too many to work with.
They line up in the I formation.
22 yards. 1st and 10.
Just about a 3-yard gain there.
With the play, 3-yard gain on the play.
Give it all you got. Bulldog, run it. Stay out.
It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Cleveland 14. Cincinnati 3.
Cincinnati 3.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Rackers will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 89. Back to
And a short kickoff. From the 13-yard line. The Browns will start the drive from the 28.
Number 89 on the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 28.
I saw you. Rock, rock.
The Browns line up in the bunch formation. Throwing. He finds his man. Across midfield, the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33-yard line. Henning with great speed, showing what he can do when he gets into the open field.
Yeah, it's tough to try and cover this guy in any route. And it's even tougher when he gets the ball in his hand. He's a heck of a player.
The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
On the 33-yard line.
Got all you got. Eagle left.
In the air on first down. Slings it to the outside. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 36. Lewis was in perfect position to make that catch.
A completed pass requires good communication between the quarterback and his receiver.
I saw you.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The throw, incomplete. Third down, upcoming after the incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
Third and long.
Fire out. And in there. Bulldog,
Drops back. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete.
The coach might have to settle his quarterback down a bit. If he keeps overthrowing receivers like that, this will be their last game.
They'll have to really get it because it'll be about a 53-yard attempt. And it's up. The attempt is good. Lindsay in to kick this one off.
Number 88.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 9-yard line. Cincinnati has to get to work quickly, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
88 on the return.
in the paint. Get out. Get in there.
The Bengals using motion.
We'll see.
And that's a gain of about 8.
With the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Dropping back. Closing in. Throwing. Grabs the off-target pass. Hit his target. And they have a first down.
This guy makes it tough catches look easy.
First and 10.
Get in there, Lon. Snake up.
They line up in the I formation. Number 89. In motion. Another run. Brown couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Hunts, passing right to him. Big time play by Jensen.
And that's the type of thing that can happen when you get this guy the ball. He's going to move the ball, and he's going to move it with speed.
Going to the air on first down. Picks up 5.
36 with the carry. 5-yard gain on the play.
They need 5. Brown, the lone back, under pressure, gets rid of it.
2-yard line.
The pass ball's incomplete. The incomplete pass brings up third down.
Receiver on the play. Third and 5. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Yeah, and you can't win if you can't convert third down.
That incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Number 85, the intended receiver on the play.
So this will be a 39-yard field goal try. The kick is up, and it's good. 3 more points added to the board with that successful kick, his second so far. The Bengals still have a lot of work to do.
You never know with this team. They have the ability to put up points fast.
The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 88, back deep to return.
They'll return this one. From the 7. Cleveland is looking to extend its advantage as they take over again offensively.
On the return.
Bulldog under. Here comes the heat. Yeah.
Cincinnati comes out in the quarter defense. Throwing left. And he hits his target. He catches another pass and now has 5 receptions in the game.
On the play.
Second and a deuce. Bradford with a man in motion. Handed off to the back. Just about a yard on the run.
On the run. 1-yard gain on the play.
Cincinnati looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. Manuel was in perfect position and knocked that pass away.
That's just the kind of play they've come to expect from him. He always seems to make the big play just when they need him to.
Lindsey is back to punt. Fernandez looks like he's ready for the return. And so the punt goes out of bounds. First and 10. Ball on their own 48. Brown, the lone setback. Pickup of about a yard on the run.
On the carry. 1-yard gain on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 50-yard line.
They'll mark it at the 44-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. It's third down with 3 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And he makes the grab. And again, he demonstrates his great hands.
You know, when a quarterback has a guy like this who can catch about any ball he throws, he can become kind of a security blanket. If he gets in trouble or he starts feeling pressure, he can look in his direction because he has so much confidence in it.
On the 36-yard line.
They'll pass on the first down. Flings it to the outside. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
1-yard loss on the play.
Second and long coming up here. And this is the fifth play of this drive. Lockett, the man in motion. Toss play to the left. Missed tackle. Breaks free. And he's forced out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
Third and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Palmer gets set, drops back, gets the pass off. The quarterback lets it go, and it found its mark.
This is one of those guys who's always had a pretty good arm. He always seems to do a good job of reading the defense.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
That's all you. Bring the pain.
Brown gets it. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline. Only one man back.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
Stay after him.
Close again. Gets rid of it. It was just too much pressure on that play.
Yeah, it wasn't a sack. But what it did was make the quarterback adjust his throw, and it messed up his rhythm.
It's third down and 6 to go. 7 yards to the goal line. Cleveland comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
Dropping back, under pressure, throws it. The pass was incomplete. He was able to avoid the sack, but couldn't find a way to get that pass to his receiver.
He really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Rackers leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. And it's on its way, and the kicker got all of that one. 3 field goals today, again rewarding the coach for his faith. The Bengals mounting the comeback, narrowing the gap to just a touchdown. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 88, back deep to return.
Good distance. From the 4. Looking for leverage. Cleveland is looking to build its lead with this drive.
Number 89 on the return.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Keeps it. Gets rid of it. Breaks free. And he makes the grab. Steamrolls the defender. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
11-yard gain on the play.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 34. Lewis, the lone setback.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Come on, partner.
Hand off to the tailback, and he stopped at the 34-yard line. Only a yard by the halfback.
Sideline to sideline. Get up,
Tosses it out to the left. Just about a yard on the run. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Cincinnati comes out in their nickel package.
36-yard line.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Browns ahead of the Bengals 17-9.
9.
The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. Third and long. Ball on their own 36. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 36-yard.
Hand it off to the fullback. About a 2-yard gain by the fullback.
On the run, gain of 2 on the play.
Fernandez back to return. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 15-yard line.
Man in motion. Pushes it out to the left. Powering ahead. Just about a yard on the run.
With the play, 1-yard gain on the play.
Cleveland comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Still running. Can't bring him down. Good call there, John. The draw caught them off guard.
And here's the thing, running draw plays softens up the defense and slows down the pass rush. When you can run the draw for good yardage, you really open things up for the passing game.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 26. Hand it off. Look at that power. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline.
On the play.
Give it all you got. Sideline to sideline. D up. Ball.
Sets up. Number 26. A very well drawn up play.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Palmer gets set. Gets the handoff on the delay. 1-yard gain by the running back.
With the play, 1-yard gain on the play.
And they need about 9.
Pump out right. That's all you got. That's all you got.
About a 4-yard gain there.
On the run, gain of 4 on the play.
Only one man back.
5. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Bring that plane, baby. Bring that.
Pressure. Throws it. This one falls incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
Eighth play of this drive. Pressure coming. Throwing short to his left. Steamrolls the defender. Only one man in the backfield.
At the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
Bring the pain. Give it all you got, Pete. Come on.
Looking to run it here. They'll go with a play fake. Incomplete. He was there, got his hands on it, but just couldn't make the catch.
He did a nice job of getting in position and giving the quarterback a good target. He just couldn't get it under control.
2nd and 10.
Sideline to sideline. Cowboys.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Closing in with the pass. This one falls incomplete. He just dropped that pass.
He made the right read, ran the right route, but he ended up with 2 hands full of air.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Hand it off. He goes down at the 45-yard line. Gain of about 5.
On the play.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up the punt. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch. And this one comes back out to the 20. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20. Under pressure. Throws it. Off target. He gets it. Can't bring him down. Runs through the tackle. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
They'll pass on the 1st down. Pressure, throwing, and he makes the grab. They convert for the 1st down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
Fire out. There.
Going to the air on 1st down. Gets the pass off. With the adjustment, he has it. He threw that one underneath the coverage.
And that's exactly the thing they teach you to do. Always take what the defense gives you.
Hand off to the tailback. A 5-yard pickup on that one by the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play. Third and 1. Ball in the 44-yard line.
Hand it off. It came with a blitz, and there wasn't anywhere to go.
Yeah, and that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes. At that time, there were no holes at all.
Harris lines up in the backfield for the punt. Llewellyn is the deep return man. And he waves for the fair catch. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. Bradford gets set. Hand it off to the back. Breaks the tackle. Slips the tackle. Good run there to move the chains.
And what happened there was the defense didn't wrap up well. They just can't try and knock the guy out. They have to wrap when they tackle.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 21. They'll go from the I formation, using motion.
Let's go. Come on.
Jacob. He goes down at the 21-yard line. Well, he's shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 21-yard line.
You got him.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark. Second and 10. Ball on their own 21. 2 minutes left. Looking upfield. Just about a yard on the run. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Cincinnati will call a timeout here. That's their first. The Bengals come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Looking for room. Cincinnati calls a timeout. They have one timeout remaining. So they'll get ready to punt and leave it to their defense to finish the game and get them the win. Fernandez into return. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
First and 10. Ball on their own 34. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. He was on the receiving end of that bullet.
Soft hands like that are hard to find. This guy looks like he's a keeper.
The offense is going to hurry things up here. Pressure coming. The pass ball's incomplete.
He's going to have to be careful with those overthrows. One thing you don't want to do is miss an open receiver for a big gain in a playoff game.
Palmer gets set. Dropping back. Closing in. Slings this one. And he's stopped at the 39-yard line. It's first and 10.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Let's go. Come on. Hit the ball.
Passing on first down. Throws it. He did a good job converting for the first right there.
The receiver did a good job of getting open enough just to toss it in there.
They'll go no huddle here. Dropping back to pass on first down. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. First and 10.
Gain of 16 on the play.
No pass on first down. Under pressure. Incomplete pass. And there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Nothing passing. After this is to the goal. Automatic. First down.
Well, this is what it's all about. The offense is right where they want to be with enough time to run just about anything. What they don't want to do is force something on the first play. If something's not there in the pass, either throw it away or just try and run it in. But hang on to the ball.
Number 85, the motion man. Dropping back. Give it to the halfback. Missed tackle. Touchdown, Bengals. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Well, here we go. One shot at a two-point conversion to tie things up. Throws it. He finds his man. They've got it, and we're all tied up. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 88, back deep to return.
And this one's a short kickoff. From the 11. Breaks the tackle. Plows it in. The Browns will start this drive from the 29.
88 on the return.
The Browns come out in the bunch formation.
On the 29-yard line.
They'll pass on first down. With the throw, almost intercepted. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
If they don't get much yardage here, chances are they'll play it safe with a run on third down. Gets rid of it, and he hits his target. The quarterback really let loose with that throw.
That pass was really gunned in there. The receiver did a nice job of just hanging on to it.
They have timeouts, but need to pick up a first down here to continue this late drive and have those timeouts be of use. He surveys the field, throws it, almost got it. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
Lindsey will come into this game to punt. Here's the punt. This one goes out of bounds, breaking free. So let's see if the coach wants to have his team drive for a field goal attempt and risk turning it over in the process.
Now, if you're not wanting to settle for overtime, they're going to come out throwing here and try and set up a long field goal to win this thing.
Man in motion. Looking to run it here. Pickup of about a yard in the run.
On the run, 1 yard gain on the play. Second and 9. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Palmer sets up. Breaks free of the defender. Slips the tackle. The game is still tied up, and this one will be decided in overtime. Rackers comes in to kick off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 89.
Nice distance. From the 5-yard line. The Browns will start this drive from the 25.
Number 89 on the return.
Two very evenly matched teams through 4 quarters, and we'll go to overtime to determine the winner of this one. He'll pass on first down. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
The receiver did a great job reading the coverage. He found a hole in the zone, and the quarterback found him in that hole with the pass.
Second and maybe 3. Bradford sends a man in motion. Drops back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Tackle at the 39. Perfect pass. Great catch. And that'll move the chains.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
It's a sneak. Pressure coming with the pass. Incomplete.
Now, he helped get his team this far. So the next pass they throw to him, he's going to have to catch it.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 39. With the throw, behind it, he has it. Fumble. The Bengals.
The defense is really focused on making some big plays here in the playoff. I guess you can say that focus is paying off with that fumble recovery.
So it's first and 10 following the fumble. Palmer sets up. To the air on first down. Closing in, guns it to the right side. The defender brings him down at the 42-yard line. The defense was a step behind on that play.
When you have a receiver that makes catches like that, you need to get him the ball often.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Get up, Pete. He's mine. Bring that pain.
They give it to the halfback. Only a yard by the halfback.
On the carry, 1 yard gain on the play.
And they need about 9. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Here come the heat. We'll see.
Tosses it left. The defender goes down. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on that run by the tailback. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Aimed it off to the back. About a 2-yard gain here.
On the run, gain of 2 on the play.
Biggest play of the game to win the game. The kick is up. And that kick is right on target. A perfect hold, good kick, and that's 4 field goals in the game. That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Cincinnati 20, Cleveland 17. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports. Congratulations to today's horse trailer player of the game.